Hello everybody, sanibonani. Welcome to my channel. Igama lami nguNtando Mdletshe, and on this channel siyaye sifunde incwadi ebhalwe ngolimi lwethu lesiZulu bese siza la sizokhuluma ngazo le incwadi ethu sifundile sixoxela laba phela abasuke bengenazo isikhathi ukuthi bayifunde nalaba abasuke benqena nje ukufunda. Siyaphinda futhi sibuka ama reality shows ethu la eMzansi bese siza la sokhuluma ngawo lama shows, senza ama reviews or ama recaps. Siphinde futhi sikhulume nga any other issues avukayo mangabe lama shows sesiwabukile kwi TV. Before we begin, guys, there's two issues that I want to address quickly when it comes to how I deliver my content. Number one, you guys, I do speak isiZulu a lot on my channel, and vele it was my purpose. Kahle when I started my channel, one of the things I wanted to do was to deliver content yami in Zulu. But I realized because kunabantu abaningi that are joining my channel and they were like that. Sometimes we struggle. Mina ngumSuthu. I understand isiZulu because I struggle. So I decided, I remember because I even made my viewers vote to what do they want, and we made a decision because when I do my Zulu books I will speak strictly isiZulu, and then when I do my reviews ngizokhuluma isiNgisi. But guys, listen, I'm Zulu, so even when I speak English there are things that I'm just going to say in Zulu. You're just going to have to bear with me. Laba ba request ukuthi ngikhulume strictly in English, that is just never gonna happen because ngumZulu. There are things engizozisho ngeZulu, you just have to pick up here and there, guys, because I'm just trying to accommodate everybody, and the people that really like it Khulumi Zulu, and they have been with me for a long time. Also, people have been saying my videos are too long. And I'm like, guys, I'm not a Lokuzane gossip reporting channel. I'm not a gossip channel. I don't report on gossip. And a lot of the times, those channels, my videos are called about shorts because they come in, they report on what's happening, and they are out. My channel is about the reviews and the analysis. I give you my thoughts on the issue. Even if I am talking about the same things that the gossip channels are talking about, mine it's gonna be more, and I'm gonna be spending more time analyzing whatever issue that I'm talking about. I'm gonna talk more. My videos are just gonna be long. So if you do not like longer videos, it's just, this channel is just not going to be for you, because a lot of the times my videos are long anyway. That is not gonna be able to, people are like, just make the video short. It's just not gonna, sometimes it's just impossible to do it, to make it short, you guys. So I just wanted to clarify that. But today I want to do a Real Housewives of Atlanta, you guys, episode 3. I really think Ilokuzana, Real Housewives of Atlanta, my ratings are very low this season. I think because they got rid of like people that had been with the show for a long time. They got rid of Ulokuzana, Uposha. I actually think they should bring her back. They got rid of Cynthia, and okay, Unini had not been around for a long time, so they're saying Amalokuzana, ama ratings abo ehlile kakhulu this season. But I think it's because they're just not used to that ensemble of a cast, and I think people are going to get used to them and they're going to come back. I personally am enjoying Ilokuzana show so far, so I don't know if you guys are enjoying it, because I know I have some of my viewers that really like RHOA. So let's get into it. Remember, Ukenya is planning a birthday party for Brooklyn. Anyway, she always goes all out for my birthdays got Brooklyn. Let me just drink my flu remedy, because it throws So when the show starts, I think she's like checking out the venue where the party is going to be, and they're talking about the budgets, and they're talking about whether Mark Daly, who is Brooklyn's father, she said she's not sure what to contribute. And now, really, honestly, guys, Mark Daly just turned out to be some sort of a crook, to be honest with you. And this guy was supposed to be a business man who was supposed to be richer than Kenya, but it just looks like this guy doesn't even have Ilokuzane Mali. But I'm hoping, even though they don't say at the end whether he ends up contributing to Ipatika Brooklyn or not, Kodwa, I'm hoping that he did, because it ends up being a really nice party. So they're talking about the budget. The lady said it's 10 to 15, and I'm like, is she saying $10,000 to $15,000 for a 3-year-old? That will be like 10 times 14 to convert it to rands. I'm like, people are rich to spend that much money on a child's birthday. But I guess if you have the money, why would you not? Yeah. And then we go into Sheree Lapayana, Sheree is working out with the train. I guess that's why Sheree is so snapped, you guys. Because Sheree, I think she's in her 50s, if I'm not mistaken, but she looks so good. She looks so good, you guys. And she's working out with the trainer. I know Malo is coming to, well, she was supposed to join them in working out, but I think it was like 2 seconds and she was tired already. And they do a workout, and then they just sit down for a talk. I think honestly, when they go to these places, it's already pre-arranged with the whatever, with the trainer, that you know what, you're just gonna do a quick training, or maybe it's not quick because obviously they edit it, but they usually told afterwards just walk out so that we can shoot a scene with just the women, because every time they go to some place, a person will do whatever it is that they're supposed to do with the women, and then they will request to walk out, and then they will have a conversation. So I like that Umalo is out here really like seeking advice on how to raise those 2 boys. Remember, Umalo uhlala neingane zikasisi wakhe zabafana, because usisi wakhe usejele. She's in jail or prison. I never know what the what the difference is, you know. And she's been there for a while. I don't know if she was already convicted or she's still going to Ilokuzan. The case is still ongoing. I'm not sure, but so she's always seeking advice, because I mean, imagine you're single, you've never had a child in your life, now you have 3 boys, you know. I think she's doing a good job, you guys. Was it last week when one of the boys was going to a dance escolini or something, and he was looking so cute? I really love that. And then so Malo is just asking for advice. What do you do when it comes to boys and stuff? How do you raise a boy? Asking Sheree. Sheree has like a grown-up son, a good-looking one, by the way. And then Malo tells Sheree about the. I don't know why my eyes are watering, you guys. I am supposed to change my glasses. So yeah. So then Umalo is telling Sheree about the gossip, because remember, there is that assistant Drew, who used to be the assistant Sheree. So uyahleba lona uhleba ku Drew, and then Drew told Candy told Malo. So now ulona Sheree is like, why would you Candy tell you and not tell me, you know? And about it. So Sheree first is upset with Candy. Candy didn't tell her what the assistant was going around saying that about her, but also upset with Drew, because the assistant apparently said Sheree never paid him. You know, there's money that Sheree was supposed to pay him and that she didn't. I really believe that, you guys, because one thing about Sheree, I love her on the show, but one thing about her is that there's always been gossips about her not paying people, whether it's someone was doing construction in her house, or she did an event and the vendors were not paid for the event. There's always that gossip, and guys, where there is fire, there is smoke. So as much as I love Sheree very much, I do believe there is something about her not paying. She might have a reason for it, for not paying him, but there's definitely something about it. So she's mad. I don't know why she's more mad at Ukendi. And you guys remember, there's the season where the last season, who's the lawyer lady who who lied? You remember that time when they were talking about Candy saying that she's a lesbian? Ulona, Sheree, even though she was friends with Candy, she never went back to Candy and told her what Ulona or Portia was saying about her. And that was the issue that Candy had at the time. With Sheree, we're friends. Why would you not? And you are known to carry bones. Why would you not carry that bone to me and tell me? Now it's interesting that Sheree right now is upset that Ukendi is not doing that, you know. But anyway, and then Ukendi is talking to her assistant or PA over Teams or Zoom, and they're just arranging they're talking about her work. She says she wants to do these gift baskets for influencers. Funny enough, because I was watching Kempire on his channel, and he was showing us that the box that he had received from Ukendi, just as a gift, you know, some of Candy's products in there. And I love that, you guys. And I think here those are the boxes that he's talking about, because she wants to send it to the influencers. Candy is like a business genius. At this point, like, she should just be called the business genius, you guys. And because she's into everything and she usually knows every season she has a plan on how she's going to market her business. And it's usually like the most brilliant idea ever. She's got some shows that she's doing, and she's acting, and then there's all the restaurants that they own with her husband and her family. So Todd comes again. Todd is Candy's husband. They met on the show, by the way, and Todd was one of the producers. He had to quit his job when he met Candy. I love that story. So he's feeling a little left out because Candy is doing a play, I guess, and did not involve Uthod, but Uthod also has his own show that he's putting together that he didn't involve Ukendi on, and usually they do business together. I guess they're having those issues, which why would you not? Okay, Ukendi is like, but now you've got things that you do that you don't include me on. Remember, you guys, that when the two of them got married, Ukendi, Beno, Todd, Candy was richer than Todd. It's not like Todd was broke, but Candy has always been richer. And they did sign Ilokuzane prenup when they got married. So Oguga Candy, before the marriage, Oguga Candy, Oguga Todd. And so after the marriage, they've worked on projects together. So they've made a lot of money together. But I do think that Uto does feel like he needs to make his own money on his own too, because Ukene has things that she owns that are just his. And also, like last week, he was talking about the fact that he does own an apartment that he had bought with an ex, and then the ex moved out of the apartment, so he had to buy the ex out. Because the apartment, but since it's something that he bought with an ex, Ukeni doesn't want anything to do with that apartment. But I guess he wants to keep it because he was saying, remember, Ikamalak is not on the house. Candy is very Ken is very intelligent. Like, she did not put Todd's name on the house. So Todd wants to own his own stuff. So I guess they're having those issues. I don't think that there's anything wrong with Todd doing things on his own and Uken doing things on her own, and then them doing things together, because there is a lot that they're doing anyway. But I guess they're just dealing with that stuff when it comes to their marriage. But I love that they just sit down and talk about issues, even though they're difficult issues to talk about, but they bring those issues to the show to talk about. And then, you guys, we move on. Udru with the assistant, love the very shady assistants. They're getting a gift for Brooklyn, which they spend like $200 on it. $200. That is a lot of money. But anyway, they're buying a gift for a child because it's my birthday. And they talk about the fact that Udru is very happy with the fact that in relationship, no, Kenya is getting better. They're at a better place, so she really wants to go all out when it comes to gifts, which is good. And then they start talking about Sheree, and then assistant, I think he is really there just to get camera time, because every time he gets a chance, he's going to drop some tea. So he drops some tea about Sheree. She says Sheree don't like to pay. Talks about other people that are claiming to not have been paid by Sheree. Like I say, guys, where there's smoke, there's fire. I saw it. Like, there's no way that all of these people are claiming to not be paid by Sheree, but Sheree is paying those people. No way. And Usanya called. She got into an accident. It was scary, but when they get there, it wasn't so bad. Just the car was her. Imoto kuphela limele, and they drew offers to go fetch Sonia. They were going to go fetch ingane Sonia. I don't know if he is at daycare or something. And then there's a scene when Sheree calls a boyfriend because they're going to go to New York to see Candy's play, and so he's asking if uzokwazi ukuhamba naye. I can't wait to see this boyfriend, honestly, on the show, if he's going to come to the show. So then It's Brooklyn's part now. It was beautiful, you guys. It was beautiful. All the women are there with their kids. Those who have younger kids, I think Malo's boys said no because she said she's going to the child's party and it's a tea party, and their boys, and they're a little bit grown up, like they're teenagers, Bona. So I also thought they would be bored at that party, so they were not there. But all of the other lady Candy and her kids, AC, and the younger one, I forget her name, was there. Udrew with her daughter, Usanya with her son ubehlupha kodwa, yo. Yeah, so all of the ladies that have younger kids were there with their kids, but other than that, everybody else was just there. Obviously, it was beautifully decorated. I liked it. There were some white parents there who ended up, I was like, they shouldn't have invited, especially because they were shooting the show. Because they were not understanding. They were just being Karens. Some of them were just being Karens there at the child's party. Anyway, beautiful party, beautiful entrance with her mom. She was looking cute. Her outfit was so cute. Anyway, at this party, okay, Sheree arrived, and then Drew arrived wearing a dress that Kenya wore 2 years ago, just a different color, at another Brooklyn's party. Anyway, and they start playing a game. I hate, like, honestly, Real Housewives and games is like one thing, you know. If you have Real Housewives, at some point they're going to play a game, and it's going to be a shady game. I just didn't get why the games would be played at a child's party, because it wasn't a party Kenya, it was a party alone. But I guess they wanted to get something out of that scene. They play a game, you guys. The first, it was a game where they're asking questions about Brooklyn, which I thought that was relevant to the party. You know, like questions like when did she walk, what's her middle name, and all that. So they were answering the questions, and then they were playing a shady tea game, meaning that, you know, the questions were shady. The questions were supposed to be shady, and it really was. Like, one of the questions, so that everybody wrote something about a cast member and put it in the box. About somebody that was there at the table, put it in the box, and then somebody would read it, and, you know, I guess they were supposed to guess who wrote it. And one person wrote Candy sucked D at the in the locker. I think that Malo wrote that. Malo is always shady when it comes to Candy, and the one thing about Candy is that she will give you facts. So it's either it's Malo or it's Sheree, and I don't think that any of those two ladies want to come for Candy, because they have a lot in their closets. So I guess something is starting. Candy was not happy about it. Like, guys, I've never sucked anything in any lockers. Remember, this is a child part. This one parent, Umlunga got upset. This is a child's party. She did a current. This is a children's party. Anyway, Umalo's like, Kenya, don't invite white parents. Don't invite white people to our parties. They just don't understand. Anyway, I like that nobody just paid attention to her except for Kenya, because obviously Kenya had invited her. I guess, you know, maybe her child is Brooklyn's classmates, maybe a daycare. I don't know, you know, but there were a few white parents there. But yeah, it wasn't all of them that were like that, because there was a lady who was sitting at their table. She just didn't have a problem. She was laughing at the whole thing. She was like, guys, don't mind her, you know. And but yeah, what caused sort of a conflict was that I think one of the things that were written on the card was that Sheree doesn't pay people, you know, and then it came out, and then Udru, I think obviously she's the one that wrote that Udru says, yeah, because my assistant said that you didn't pay him. And then Ulona, Udru, okay, so obviously Sheree is upset about it, and then she's trying to explain what's the reason he wasn't paid. I don't know what he said after that. She said after that, you guys, because for me what I noticed is that she said the reason he wasn't paid was she said something, and I was like, oh, so you really didn't pay him. You know. And that's the thing I was saying, you guys, is that where there's smoke, there's fire. It's possible that she really is not paying people. She might have a reason why she's not paying people, but she doesn't pay people, because that's what she said. The reason he wasn't paid. Da, 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 da. But it ended up coming out. The assistant is also talking about Drew and saying that Drew's husband is gay, and there has been rumors about it. You guys, they're not doing well in their marriage. Last week they had that beautiful dinner, which ended up being spoiled because I don't know, guys. There's something funny about Ralph, you guys. I don't know how you feel about him. There's something just funny about him. I don't like him for Drew. I really don't. But they're married, and so it's coming out. So this lady, who I forget her name, but she is Neo. Is it Neo, the singer? Neo's ex-wife. I guess she is Candy's friend. Candy and Kenya's friend too. She was there with her child. So she's trying to say to Udru, Drew, but why wouldn't you? Don't you see that the person that is messy here is your assistant? Because listen, he is saying that your husband is gay, so he is going around telling people things about you, and then coming to you telling you things about you, Sheree. I think Drew was not understanding that, and then it just got hated out of that, you guys. I think that's gonna be a storyline that they're going to drag for the longest when it comes to this season. And I think a lot of things are going to come out about this assistant. I think he's just a gossiper, and he's going around gossiping about this one to this one, and then this one to this one. And if they don't realize that, they're going to be in trouble, honestly. But that was the episode, you guys, for today. It wasn't a very exciting episode, but I honestly still enjoyed it. I don't know if you enjoyed it, but anyway, if you like this video, please press the like button lang and tell me what you think about this season of Real Housewives of Durban. Are you even watching it? Anyway, please share the video with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Nginithanda kakhulu.